rewards from last week sitting at 800 Songbird. I believe this is a little bit lower than what we normally get. I think we normally get around 1,000, but it is what it is. You know, we can't complain with that. And it looks like we have one 10,000th of an SFIN to claim here as well. So I guess let's jump into that too. We can get these claimed. And finally, what we're going to do is we're going to be having a quick look at the Excel spreadsheet. Based on my initial thoughts, it looks like we're going to be down in the portfolio, and that's just because of the recent Songbird price action. Last couple of days, it's been okay, but in general, we are definitely down. So let's get this final claim here. Give it a quick refresh, and let's have a look here. There is this news here on the Canary dollar to XFI ratio. More generally, I guess, the price of XFI, and we're going to have a quick peek at that in a second. Just give this quick refresh. In fact, I guess we can jump into that now while this is loading. So actually, I'll just claim this real quick and confirm that. And yes, if we look at the price of XFI, especially in the past, this is on the daily chart. So the past 3 days, it's done pretty well. It's gone all the way from about 1 Canary dollars up to 1.7 Canary dollars. And if you're wondering why that actually is, it's based on a recent announcement by FLR Finance, and it's a change to the DFLR or YFLR distribution, or the airdrop. So initially, it was based purely on the people that are holding the Spark token, okay? Now, although there is still some reserved for the holders of the Spark token, the majority here is actually going to be distributed to holders of XFI. And I think this is a good reason why this may actually have increased over the past couple of days. So let me just give this a quick refresh here. And we can go back to this. So we're all claimed up. If we go back here, let me just finish my trail of thought. So yes, 30 million DFLR will be airdropped to XFI holders, and this is the lion's share. So if you're holding XFI, then you're going to get DFLR, which is basically the XFI equivalent on the FLR network. And one of the reasons that they did this is to give, I guess, to take a little bit of the impact away from the Spark token. Many of you may have realized this with Songbird, that as soon as the snapshot took place, the price of Songbird did actually decrease quite a lot. And this is a way to, I guess, mitigate it. They're going to split it between two different assets. Potentially it could happen to XFI. It seems as though it's got the lion's share, but I guess time will tell. It's not going to affect the Spark token as much. Something else another reason that they actually did this was to, I guess, reward those who are already participating within the ecosystem. And that's obviously what we can see here, the protocols on Songbird. So I did have a great chat yesterday with Thanasimos, who is part of the FLR finance team, and he did go into depth with this. We do a call every Thursday, and people from different projects do often jump in. We also had the Oracle swap team in there as well, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already. So let's jump into the nitty-gritty. We're going to change the staking here. May need to refresh the page because we did just claim. Let me double check. There we go, 800 ready to go. Change the staking here. Interesting, doesn't want to say that we have any there. Let's have a quick look. SFIN, we do have plenty though, so let's change the staking on this. There we go, that's definitely available. And confirm that. But yeah, like I said, we are going to be switching things up next week to incorporate some of these dual pools. Now, although they do actually give more rewards, they are slightly riskier because these single stake pools that we have here, they're actually almost risk-free because there is no risk of impermanent loss, and that's basically a process of the price changing once you enter a pool. It's normally locked in at a specific ratio, and yeah, sometimes that's not the case. It does actually change, and if you actually exit the pool after it's changed, then unfortunately you may succumb to impermanent loss. So I did just realize off the top of my head what's going on here. I don't actually have wrapped Songbird. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over here to ftso.au and we can just wrap it here. So yes, that's something to note. If you are claiming delegation rewards, it is in the form of SGB and not wrapped Songbird. So that's why when we was trying to change the staking here, we didn't have any available. So always something important to note and remember for next time, so you don't do this like I'm doing now. I'm glad I remembered. So let's give it a quick refresh on FTSO AU. See what happens. How was everyone's week, by the way? Hope it's been well. Hope it's been good. Price action has definitely been an interesting week regarding the whole Luna UST fiasco, but you know, what can we do, right? cheap prices to buy, I guess. Some may see that as an opportunity. I know I did. And you know, I guess it sometimes reflects the opportunity that people should take on the way up. You know, things don't always go up in a straight line. You know, markets go up, markets go down. So when you are feeling like you're on top of the game and you've made some good returns, it's always sensible just to take a little bit off the table, just in case the market takes a little bit of a turn. And then you have some liquid assets on the side that you can deploy. And you know, what I generally do is I normally take profits on the way up, and then on the way down, I recuperate what I initially sold and maybe a little bit more, and then keep the profits instead. So, you know, for example, let's just say we had an asset like Songbird, and just for argument's sake and easy math, let's say it was trading at $1, and then you sold 100. So you got $100, and then it crashed to half a dollar. You know, you could use $50 to restack that 100 Songbird, and then you'll still have $50, right? And you know, something that I have realized over time is that it does give you peace of mind. So, okay, it looks like FTSO AU is not playing ball. Let's check out another option. Best FTSO. Can wrap some here. There we go. 99%. Don't want to be losing ourselves and wrapping everything that we have. Should always leave a little bit of Songbird in there just for transactions purposes. So happy days with that. We're going to go back over here to FLR Farm. Wait till this transaction's gone through. There we go. Beautiful. Give it a quick refresh as you do. And yeah, we're going to update the Songbird pool, single staking Songbird pool, add that to the pool. And then we're going to update our spreadsheet that we have over here. Now, if we look at this at the bottom here, we do actually have data for the past couple of weeks. Let me just change staking here. There we go. Look, wrapped Songbird as expected. I was just being a little bit silly right there at the start, but we're all good now. Click confirm. I'm going to give it a quick refresh to get the final numbers. I think that actually just updated. I'm going to refresh just to be sure. So here are the final numbers. We have almost 134,000 Songbird here in the pool. Let me jump back to our most recent chart here. I do need to change these headings, by the way. I don't like the look of that. There we go. Okay, perfect. So, do want a little comma in there. I'm going to format that, don't worry. So, we got 134,000 Songbird, and we need to update the governance token here. What are we on? There we go. 462. So it's gone up a nice little bit. And you do have to realize that there are only 11,000 of these, so slow and steady wins the race, right? So if we go over here, these are the totals. Yeah, as expected, we have took a big hit today, or this week, should I say. And it looks like our total here is 11,000 Canary dollars. As I said before, we did start initially with 20,000, and yeah, sitting on 11 right now, but I'm not worried, I'm not phased, I'm here for the long run, and I'm really intrigued to see how this community portfolio develops over time. You know, we're on week 15 now, so we've been doing it almost 4 months, but it's going to be really intriguing to see what this portfolio looks like a year down the line. So that's that. Yes, so a quick recap for anyone that wants to get involved for next week's portfolio update. You can join the Patreon stream, the Patreon group. There is a link in the description. Also, YouTube membership. They will get access to this particular page here and the ability to vote. And I did actually just release a sneak peek of the latest video for Patreon and YouTube members too. So lots of interesting stuff going on here. That's it, guys. It's Friday here, just past 5 o'clock. So I'm going to wrap up now. I hope everyone has an incredible weekend, and be sure to tune in Monday for the weekly update. Until next time, I'm out.
We have liftoff.